Welcome to your Sacred Sexual Awakening. In this video, we're going to be talking about don't fall into the trap of the Enlightenment race. Yes, you've heard of the rat race. This is all about the Enlightenment race. So I'm just going to quickly check everything is working on this new format that I'm doing all this stuff on. So we're doing a live stream. Here we go, just making sure it works. So thank you for everyone that's joining. If you're here, give me a thumbs up, send me a message. Thank you for watching. It's amazing to be able to be in this space and share my wisdom. Send me a message. Thank you for... Cool. It's happening. It's live. We did it. Okay, now I could be more present. So, oh, by the way, I'm fasting because when I was celibate in Koh Phangan on Tantra Island, I got fat. And I'm trying to get one of these back again. And the best way to do that is to starve yourself. I mean, it's called intermittent fasting, but I'm going to be drinking my mate to give me more energy so I don't think about food all the time. One of the great tantric hacks. So my sacred sexual awakeners, I'm going to call you guys my sacred sexual Jedis. Don't fall for the trap. Who here has heard of the rat race? We all know the rat race. We were programmed and domesticated to become the most sheeple type of creatures on the planet. There isn't many animals out there that became more and more docile than us. We used other animals to become more domesticated, but we're the only ones that domesticated ourselves. So what I want you to do is to see how much of your beliefs are actually yours. How much of your hopes, dreams and wishes are truly yours rather than the people around you and your parents and your friends and your religion. So every single one of us know what monogamy is. Everyone wants to get married and have kids. Procreation is the thing that keeps this planet going. We need to do that for our species to survive. It's hardwired in our DNA, but our culture is not hardwired in our DNA, it's hardwired into our belief system. So I was brought up as a Bangladeshi Muslim, and I had to go to Sunday school every day, had to read the Quran every day, and I was taught to be this sort of person. My parents wanted me to be rich and successful so I could have children, and they kept on enforcing their beliefs onto me. They wanted me to be a doctor, a lawyer. So I basically had to become successful in order for me to get the love of my parents. So I became an overachiever. My parents, me and my mum watched ER one time, an old 90s classic TV show with George Clooney in it, which launched his career. And my mum said, "Do not become a doctor. This is not for you." And I said, yeah, I didn't want to be a doctor. But I wanted to be a lawyer, an architect. But I wasn't good at any of this academic stuff. I was just an artist making pretty pictures. So instead of just being an artist, I decided to become a graphic designer because there's more money in that industry. So due to society's conditioning, I decided to become a graphic designer. Go to university, get educated. When I was out of university, I did my Western version of a walkabout, which is my rites of passage, which is graduation, go backpacking, get shit-faced, have sex, come back into the real world and get a job. So that's what I did. I wanted to be married and engaged at 23, get married at 24, kiss at 26. That's all I ever wanted. I was hardwired to be a functioning citizen in the rat race. We all know that we all want to get a big house, a nice car, white picket fence, or marriage, children. You know the picture I'm weaving for you, because that's what the whole of society wants. That is the rat race, my friends. Have you fallen for the trap? Because I was a fine, upstanding citizen of the rat race, and I did my best to fit in. I never was able to fit in, though. Every time I tried monogamy, something terrible would happen, and my best friends would sleep with my monogamous fiancés, girlfriends, and everything. So I eventually found polyamory, and I was happy there. I tried to have a full-time job. Every time I tried to get a full-time job, I never made it to a year, and I ended up becoming a freelancer. In the end, I actually made more money than anyone could ever dream of as a freelancer, so that was a blessing in disguise. Same with polyamory. I had the most profound, amazing relationships and more amount of threesomes than you could ever dream of, because I found polyamory, and I love threesomes, and that's how I like to live my life, in the sacred number of 3. In the end, I basically ended up finding my own way. I ended up defining my own reality. From domestication, I became wild, and I found my own way. I faced a lot of judgment, a lot of projections, a lot of perceptions, people throwing stones at me for being different, being kicked out of communities. Like, I have basically been like a witch, being witch hunted all my life for being different, because the crowd was going this way, and I tried, trust me, I tried to go this way, but every time life threw a curveball at me, and I just couldn't be normal. And trust me, I really want to be normal, but it just didn't happen. And it's very hard for me to blend in when I was just born to shine as this. Like, no one ever sees the color of my skin. Everyone sees the color of my heart, which is big, beautiful, sparkly, and outrageous. I just want to live and have fun. So I don't really get much racism or anything like that. In fact, it's not even part of my narrative. My narrative is, I just want to play and no one wants to play. And I can't find enough people to play with, and then I end up having to create my own reality, and then people come and we play. And playfulness is my thing. This is why I look so goddamn young. That and ejaculation. So that is the domestication of our species through religion, through conforming, through society's conditionings, which go all the way back for our ancestors, and it's up to us to clear all of that to become who we were born to be. And that is through personal development and whatever path that you choose. I chose Tantra because it is the fast track and the track of the renegades. So that is the path I choose, and it's, for me, the best path. I tried the others, and I'm still trying some, but I don't really have to do much work anymore. I mean, you're constantly working on yourself, but it's nice to have a break. So now I'm just like chilling out, living a life of an enlightened master. Creating your reality, which takes me to the Enlightenment race. So here's the thing. This is what will happen to you if you've just had your awakening, if you've just had your burnout, if you've just come out of a tough relationship, or someone's just died who's very close to you. You will have a moment where you crack open and you'll have some kind of panic attack. Like, the awakening isn't something amazing where Neo connects to the Matrix and sees everything in wandering lights, or you feel the oneness. Some people are fortunate enough to have that, but a lot of people, your awakening is a fucking mess. It is not pretty. It is a shit show. It is a disaster. Your life falls apart. You are in the dark night of the soul, and if you are in a dark night of the soul right now, trust me, it gets better. It might take, a week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 years. I'm still coming out of my one. I burnt out from giving too many yoni massages. That's my thing. But now I'm getting back to my former glory, and I will be better than I've ever been. So if you're going through the dark night of the soul, and if you're in hell right now, just keep on walking through. Keep on moving forwards. Keep on striving to survive, because beyond survival, you will be thriving. What's going to happen to you is you're going to start seeking. You're going to start looking for answers, because the reality you bought into isn't real. Turns out it was a big con job. The fabric of reality was just constructed by people who told you how to live your life, especially your parents, your schools, the institutions, and the jobs that you signed up to. All making you work for 60 years until you get that paycheck. It doesn't work like that. I retired when I was 35. I'm coming out of retirement now just because I'm a bit bored and I want something to do, so this is why I'm here. So what I'm telling you, what will happen to you right now is you will be on the seeking journey. You will try all these things. You will try ayahuasca, vipassana, yoga, transcendental meditation, some kind of meditation to calm your mind. You will go, ooh, some of these things work. You will try Tantra. You will try Tony Robbins. You will try all these things. Seeking. Oh, there's all this different community which I didn't know about. Then you will drop into another community of ecstatic dance. Oh, there's all these sober people. I don't need to drink and take drugs to connect anymore. I could start to connect with people on a heart level. Oh, there's a thing called kirtan. Oh, devotional singing. Oh, tantra, lovemaking with the heart, human connection, soul connection. Wow, conscious orgies. Oh my God, sex magic. Oh my God, all these things. Now I want to become a healer because I've healed myself. What was my biggest problem? Sexual trauma. That's the thing I will teach in the world. Okay, right. What's my biggest problem? Daddy issues. Now I'm going to become a master of daddy issues. Then you will meet other healers. They will say, you need to run some workshops. You need to start running retreats. You got to be successful at doing this. You need to start a YouTube channel. You need to share your voice. You need to start an Instagram channel. You need to get this, get that. Ooh, you're doing well. Well done. When are you going to open your retreat center? All of a sudden, I want to build a community of people who are like me. Oh, now I got to make my website. Now, to get more people signed up to my retreats and workshops, I need to create a free giveaway on my website, which is my book or a pamphlet or 10 steps to your something, 10 ways to cure your Then you will want to buy some land. Then you'll want to build your self-sustainable community. You will realize that none of this was your dream because you fell out of one race into the Enlightenment race, and everyone in that bubble is thinking and dreaming the same thing. A lot of you I know right now could relate to this because we are all going through it. We start to open up and become super empathic. You start to feel everything. You're just going to make sure you're surrounded by the right people, else you'll start to feel shit. Start to feel like, hang on, this doesn't feel right, but I'm starting to be dragged down into this victim trauma cycle. I'm going around from one workshop to another workshop. I keep on meeting the same people, talking about the same stuff, and nothing is really working. And then you end up being in this cycle for eternity, trying to heal yourself. The thing is, you could step out of this non-stop healing cycle if you start hanging around with different types of people. If you get out of the level 1 of spirituality, which is the seekers, level 2 of spirituality, which is the teachers, level 3 of this level of spirituality, which is you become the guru, then you're going to try integrating your life into reality again. Go back to your parents. Tell your parents you love them. There's a fun thing that I've seen out there, which is, oh, someone's messaged me. Fishenna. Hello, Fishenna. Hey, my love. How's it going? This engagement. Fishenna, this love stream's for you. So, people do Vipassana, ayahuasca, iboga. They do all these retreats, they do breath work, they do kirtan, they do ecstatic dance, and still they go home and they don't know how to tell their parents they love them. They cannot forgive and let go of their parents and what happened to them from the age of 0 to 7. This is what you need to do once you've done all the work you need to do. You just need to go back to your parents and say, hey, I know we've all been a bit shit, but you're cool, I'm cool, I forgive you. Let's become friends and find out who we are. Then you'll heal that. Then your relationships moving forwards with your future, current, past partners will become a little bit more easier. Trust me on that. You can start creating reality rather than blaming reality. I could hear noise. So yes, this is the way to do it. You need to start. Oh, haha, love your energy. Listening with open ears and open hearts. Fishenna, thanks. Man or woman, don't know who you are, but it doesn't matter. Welcome to your Sacred Sexual Awakening. So you need to make sure you don't fall into the trap. You're going to make sure that these are your hopes and dreams, not something that is from the people that is surrounded by you. You need to become who you were born to be, not the person that you surround yourself with. But here's the hack. Make sure you surround yourself with people that are better versions of yourself. Let me tell you a story. I was in the Tantra bubble earlier this year. I was on a healing journey because I spent a lot of time in the city. My heart was closing up and I thought I needed healing. Turns out I was just in the same circle of people trying to heal, and they were a fucking mess. They were all traumatized people who were just in their victim cycle, victims helping victims, no inner masculine. None. Just fully in the flow. No logical mind. Just fully emotional. It was a shit show. I was blessed that fate took me out of that bubble. And I met some grounded individuals who had a backbone, who had some grounded energy, who were a little bit more logical as well as open with the heart. They had love and logic together. Left brain, right brain. They were whole and complete. So I started hanging out with them. All my mental issues left. All of the pain in my body, which was in my arms, vanished. I was able to live from the heart again. I was able to connect with the mind. I was able to start manifesting my reality again. Instead of seeking God, I became God. Now, listen to those words. Instead of seeking God, instead of seeking wellness, instead of seeking, I found God within myself. I found that I was not just a walking bit of creation, but I was the creator. I no longer needed any healing. Turns out I was just doing what everyone else was doing and I was whipped up in their chaos. I just started creating. I just put myself out of that bubble into another bubble where it was just entrepreneurs, tantrapreneurs, Bitcoin millionaires, and people who had something going on in their lives, who was creating big impact. And then I became them. I took myself out of this bubble of chaos and trauma, came into this bubble, which was impact on a global level, and I started to become more like them. I don't suffer from any of I need healing bullshit anymore. I don't need to seek enlightenment anymore. I have coravida.com, a heart-inspired wellness center that I helped build with the Barefoot Millionaire. I love you, James Sundance, in Costa Rica. I bought land in San Marcos. Check out sacredsexualawakening.com to download your free ebook so I could get your emails. I got my own School of Self-Love course. I have millions of views over internet. I did all the things everyone told me to do. I did it. Was I happier? Yes, it's nice to get all the things. But was it worth doing it? I guess, it's all great. It's better to have something rather than nothing. I have had global impact on the planet a few times. I'm doing good. But now I want to create something that is my own. And it's this channel. I really want to control my destiny and not be inspired by other people's dreams and wishes. If you don't take charge of your life, someone else will take charge of your life. If you are seeking, someone will find you and they will tell you what to do. I'm telling you what to do by getting you out of your own trauma cycle, of getting you out of your own bullshit stories, of not feeling good enough. Stay away from other people who are in their victim mentality and start hanging around with better versions of yourself. Start focusing your energy on purpose, because your purpose will lead to your passion and your passion will lead to presence. I'm telling you, that's how it's going to be. So I won in the rat race. I fucking smashed it. I own 2 properties in London. Got rid of one of them because I didn't want to be like my parents and fucking be a double landlord and be super stressed. Like, I want peace in my time. I don't want to be held down by my material possessions. I never got married. I got engaged, and I don't believe in that type of religious connection. I believe in sacred union, and I would love to be in love and have long-lasting committed relationships, and I would love to have lots of children. That's why I'm in Sweden. I'm single, ladies. Please message me and we could go for a fika and hang out with nature. I found my own way in the rat race. I also found my own way in the tantra bubble, in the enlightenment race. Every single one of us is born enlightened. Only a few of us stay enlightened. A lot of us have that nervous breakdown and have that awakening and then find that truth within themselves. There are bubbles all around the world, and it's the bubbles I've helped created. The tantra bubbles, that's the best bubble for me. But I need to get out of that bubble. I need to start being part of the whole of reality. This is why I'm back in Stockholm, back in Sweden, back in a space where I'm connected to humanity again. I want to start making big impact in society. I want to be on stage, on television, everywhere to help people connect with their head, heart, sex and spirit. That is what I'm here to help you do. I don't want you to fall into the trap of being brainwashed by society, only to be brainwashed by the hippies and the spiritual people. Find your own way. Create your own belief system. That is what I encourage the most. Believe in yourself and the world will believe in you. Find better versions of yourself and start hanging around with them. I'm in Stockholm and I need to be in a different bubble. Like, it's great being in the tantra bubble and the burner bubble, because that is part of who I am, but I want to be part of the entrepreneurial bubble. I want to be part of the millionaire bubble. I want to be taking myself into the world of the 1%, which means I need to become one of the 1%. And that's what I'm working on. Fischena, man from Germany. Ich liebe dich. And what an important message you share. I do love being in Germany, Fischena. It is where I choose to be instead of Burning Man every year, to teach what I teach in the great lands of Germany. So wrapping things up, don't fall for the trap. You've already been brainwashed by society. You've already been domesticated by society. You have been domesticated since birth to do what everyone else is doing. A lot of you watching this have probably had some kind of awakening, mental breakdown. You will be on the seeking journey. Contact me and I could help you find what you're looking for. Check out sacredsexualawakening.com. Check out Shaft Uddin on Instagram and subscribe to this channel right now. Turn on your notifications. Press that thumbs up button because I cannot do this without the support of you guys. I know what it's like to be where you are because I have been there many times and I've got myself out of it with the love and support of the most amazing loving community. Without these people I would be just a mess still. So what I want you to do is keep on seeking, find your own way. Find the right teachers, the right friends who will guide you to become a better version of yourself. Take the best bits, but don't believe that is it. That is not just the truth. There is so much more out there. I got to the top of the Tantra game. I got like at the very peak of that. I'm performing all around the world. I got one of these headsets on and telling people how to love themselves. It's great, but there's more to life than that. I was caught up in everyone else's dreams. I have my own dream, and that dream is to have big global impact again. I've done it a few times. I want to do it again. I want to have a beautiful house by the lake in Stockholm where people come to have their lives transformed so they could go back to work more productive, more heart-centered, and more connected to their families. I want to create an enlightened baby program. That's right. Work on yourself so you could connect with yourself, so you could connect with others, and then create long-lasting intimacy with your partners to have enlightened babies. This is the plan. So I will leave you now. Thank you for listening to this love stream. Don't fall for the trap. Find better versions of yourself. Connect with yourself and find your own way. Find what heals you so you could keep on healing yourself. Use the tools, but nothing is the truth. There's many truths out there. So enjoy this seeking journey. Enjoy being yourself. Thank you. I love you and I set you free. And before I leave, this is everything that I'm telling you right now. The school of self-love. I love my body. So I love my life, I love my body, I love myself. This is the mantra that will change your life. Everything I'm telling you is in this online course. Check it out. It's a beautiful little beginning to make you go deeper into your journey of self and personal discovery. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. And thank you for Shenna.